Good morning, grade 12s. Today I quickly want to talk about drivers. I'm going to explain the basics to you. Drivers, more commonly known as a driver, a device driver or a hardware driver, is a group of files that enable one or more hardware devices to communicate with a computer's operating system. Without drivers, the computer would not be able to send and receive data correctly to the hardware device, such as a printer. Okay, grade 12s. Now I quickly just want to talk to you about where do we get drivers from. Drivers we normally get one from a disk that we receive with the hardware, two on the internet that we download from the website itself. Now, the first thing that I quickly want to talk about is when I get a disk or a DVD with my hardware. The major problem will be that the software or the drivers on that disk is most probably outdated. And for people that likes to play computer games, and for instance a graphics card driver must be up to date, otherwise the latest games you will find problems with those games, that it will not work or it will be laggy. Okay, so that is why I'm not opt for a disc, an optical disc or a DVD or a CD. Now I just want to quickly show you, when I go to the internet, where do I download my drivers? I will simply type into Google, this is my graphics card. I have a Radeon RX 580 graphics card. So there's their website. So here I have my RX 580 graphics card, and then it just gives the statistics there. If I click on drivers, you'll see it will ask me what operating system do I have. In this case I have Windows 10. You can see there the latest version of the software, Adrenaline 2020 edition 20.5.1 optional. The file size is 414 megabytes, and then the release date is the 10th of June. If I click on download, it will simply download the software to my computer. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to show you an older version that I have of this software. If I go to my hard drive, you'll see there it's located. It's Windows 10 Radeon software Adrenaline. You can see it's a earlier version, but it works the same. If I double click on it, you'll see it'll ask me to install it, and then I just simply say yes, and then I follow this procedure. It just asks me where do I want to install it, and then also the space required and the space that I have available, and then I can click on install. I'm not going to do the whole process now, and then it will update your graphics card drivers. Okay, grade 12. So I just quickly want to mention one thing before I carry on. Some cases, older hardware, we actually do not get software on the internet for older hardware. I know of a joystick, for instance, that you can't find drivers on the internet for that joystick. Then you have to use an optical disc drive. Okay, then you need to use a CD or a DVD to get the drivers on your computer. Also, what sometimes happens but seldom is that there can be a problem with the latest drivers, and then you need to just install one version prior to the latest release. It seldom happens, but it can happen that the new drivers have a bit of a problem with your computer. Then it's simple, you uninstall the drivers and then you reinstall the previous version of the drivers. Okay, grade 12. Now I quickly want to show you, where do I see my drivers and how do I update it? How do I see all the hardware that's connected to the computer, and how do I update it? If I click on start and I type in the device manager, you go into the device manager. You'll see here is all the hardware that is connected to my computer. For now, I'm only going to focus on my graphics card because that you know by now. So now the Radeon RX 580 series, this is my graphics card. If I right click on it, I get three options: update drivers, disable device, uninstall device. Or I can scan for hardware changes. What I like to do is to go into properties. Properties will tell you device is working properly, the device type, the manufacturer, and the location. If I click on drivers, then I can see all the details of the drivers. the driver date, the driver version, the digital signature. I can click on driver detail, update drivers, disable device or uninstall device. Okay, so here I have power. I just quickly want to go on, then I will tell you now again. You see you can get all the statistics on your hardware. What I just quickly want to show you is, now the question will be, how do I update the drivers? It's very easy. If you click on update drivers, you can search for the drivers of the software automatically on the internet. That's if you have internet connection. Or you can download it from the internet and then browse, and then you can select the drivers. Okay? Grade 12s. Now I just quickly want to tell you this. Windows, the operating systems, especially Windows 10 that I use now. Grade 12s, what's important is that Windows 10 also have, I call it a batch of drivers. Okay, the most popular drivers. Let's quickly see what I mean about that. If I click on, let me pick from a list available on the computer, then you will see I have one option there, Radeon RX 580 series. But if I tick show compatible hardware, this is just to explain to you and show you. This is all the drivers that is pre-installed on Windows 10. So if I click and I select one of them, I can install that specific graphics card or driver for that device. It is nice that they have this, that Windows 10 have these updated drivers. The one problem also just with this is Grade 12s, it's limited. It only has the most popular drivers pre-installed, and also it's not up to date. Okay? Now, my question will be, how do I know if there's a driver problem or the driver is not working correctly or the hardware is not working correctly? You'll normally get a yellow exclamation mark next to the device. Then you will know either it will work, portion of that the hardware will work properly, or it will not work at all. In this case, you can see all the hardware on my computer is actually working just fine. Okay, let's quickly see. Question now. Now I sit with this scenario, and this you also get in the theory question papers a lot. Something doesn't work correctly. Your speakers, your mouse, your keyboard, your printer. The first thing that you can tell in the examinations is, please look at your drivers and make sure that it's installed first, and make sure that it's up to date. The other thing that I want to ask you is a scenario like this. I sit without the internet. I sit without an optical drive in my computer. What do I do now? Now I insert the hardware, I switch on the computer, and Windows 10 doesn't recognize that hardware. Remember, no internet, no optical drive to insert the DVD or CD. This is very easy. What you can do is you can either make an image file like I explained in the previous videos. You can make an image file on another computer and then mount it, or you can download a very useful software. I'm just going to quickly mount it. It is called Driver Pack Solution. Okay, if I mount it, you'll see it will be on this computer. You'll see there it is. Now Grade 12s also, this is not always up to date, but what is nice here, it has a wide range of drivers. So if Windows 10 doesn't pick it up automatically, I can use Driver Pack Solution in order to get the driver. It will tell you the driver packs are outdated. Yes, it will be, because you're not connected to the internet. Okay, so just wait a second. I don't know why it's doing this. Yes, you will see how it works. Mine will, all the drivers will be installed and it will be updated. Okay, but what will happen now if you have drivers that's not installed? If you click on drivers, it will tell you here which drivers are not up to date or which drivers are not installed, and then you simply click on install. Okay, so what I did here basically is I created a virtual drive. I mounted the image file Driver Pack Solution to the virtual drive, and then I basically just run it, and then I install the drivers. Grade 12s, I hope this helped you a bit and explaining to you the basics of drivers.